Hey Dad, Troy here. Happy birthday. I decided what I'm going to do is, because you need to make a drip irrigation system for your garden, I am making an instructional video on how I did mine so that you have a clearer vision of how you should do yours. So let's start off with the supplies you're going to need. One thing you're going to need is a roll of 1/4 inch drip irrigation line. Looks like this. It's kind of, I don't know what it's made out of. Recycled tires maybe, I don't know. You're going to need your loop stakes like this to secure your system to the ground. You're going to need some 1/4 inch tubing plugs to stop the ends. You're going to need a package of 1/4 inch double barred connectors. You're going to need your 1/4 inch barbed tees. You're going to need your emitters. This is a package of 2 gallon per hour emitters, and I have a package of 1 gallon per hour emitters too. They make 5 gallon per hour and 1/2 gallon per hour. You're going to need a digital timer. Hose goes in here. The 1/2 inch tube hooks into this end. You're probably going to need some fencing nails, fence staples here to secure things down, and then a big roll of 1/2 inch irrigation tube right here. I bought the 500-foot roll and I used about 180 feet of it, so you know it's not very expensive. Okay, so let's go out to the garden and I'll show you what I did next. Alright, you can see the garden out here in the backyard, and the first thing we do, we also have the well, so pretty awesome. Well water, don't have to pay for it. So you know, what I do is I leave the water on the whole time. Run the hose over to the timer, and then I make all the settings on the timer, the days of the week, how long I want it to water, and stuff like that. So that's this thing here. Hose comes in here. This one has 3 outlets on it, so there's stations. Station 1, Station 2, Station 3, all are programmed to go at different times, so you don't overwhelm your well water. And then you hook the 1/2 inch hose up to that, and then that goes to the different zones of your garden. Okay, now you run your, you see I've got this planter bed. It's just a 4-foot by 8-foot bed. It's got lettuce in it, and there's some spinach over here, but I just took the 1/2 inch tube and ran it all the way down the middle of the planter box and to the next one, just kept going all the way down the line there. But you know, really all you do is you take you poke a hole into the side of the 1/2 inch tube, and you install one of the 1/4 inch barbed fittings into there. Run your 1/4 inch drip line over the barbed edge. That comes out to, at the end you put in your 1 gallon per hour emitter, and I just set it on the soil, and it kind of, you know, just waters the plants there. So I've got, just in this one bed, I've got 12 of those. You know, 1, 2, 3, there's one there, 4, 5, all the way, kind of enough to fill up the bed. And then the line just goes to the next bed where I've done the same thing. You can see kind of an overall view there. You can see all the 1/4 inch lines sort of teeing off of the main trunk line. Feeding the peas and the beans there that time. I guess I'll show you one of the other ones I did for the trough planters is got the main line again, just runs down the hill to the trees and the trough planters. Anyway, I just come right off the main trunk with a you know, a 1/4-inch barbed connector and run a 1/4-inch line off of that, bring it to a T connector right here, and then that tees off to the left and to the right, and then from there I put another T and put a short piece of 1/4-inch tube there to a 1 gallon per hour emitter, and I just put a whole bunch of those. This is an 8-foot long planter, and I put in 6, which I hope is enough, and I secure it down with the fencing staples so the wind doesn't blow it and stuff like that. So yeah, this one more thing to show you here is I have these fruit trees. So yeah, it's a pear tree right there. It's already got some pears on it, so pretty stoked about that. But off the main trunk of the line, I have, where is it? Oh, there's another right here, right in there. You can't see it, sorry about that. There's a barbed connector that I poked into the main 1/4-inch line. The 1/4-inch line comes off of that. On the end of it, right at the trunk of the tree, is a 2 gallon per hour emitter, and I used a ground stake, just a U-stake thing here to secure it in place so it's always right at the trunk. So there you go. I hope that helps, and I hope you can get your garden into a situation where you don't really need to spend a lot of time watering it by hand, because you got it all set up automatically. Alrighty, cheerio.